The Haunting of Blackwater Manor, Part 3. Inside the depths of Blackwater Manor, Sarah and Professor Avery braced themselves for the final confrontation. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling around them. They stepped into the heart of darkness, guided by a flickering lantern that cast eerie shadows on the dilapidated walls. Whispers echoed through the corridors, each word laden with despair and fury. The spirits, no longer tormented but empowered by Sarah's presence, rallied behind her, their ethereal forms intertwining with her own. They were determined to end the curse that had plagued them for centuries, even if it meant sacrificing their newfound connection with the living. In the center of the manor's grand hall, a swirling vortex materialized, a gateway between the mortal world and the realm of the spirits. Within its depths, the malevolent entity that had trapped the souls of Blackwater Manor seethed with rage, lashing out at Sarah and Professor Avery with an otherworldly force. As the battle raged, the mansion itself seemed to come alive, its walls groaning and shifting as if in response to the clash of powers. Portraits twisted and contorted, their eyes following every movement, revealing glimpses of the tortured souls trapped within their frames. Sarah felt a surge of determination course through her veins. She knew that the only way to break the curse was to confront the source of the malevolence head-on. With Professor Avery by her side, she channeled the spirit's collective energy, weaving it into a barrier of protection. With each step closer to the vortex, the entity's presence grew stronger, its wrath manifesting as a maelstrom of dark tendrils that sought to ensnare them. But Sarah and Professor Avery stood tall, their resolve unyielding. In a final act of desperation, the entity unleashed its most potent weapon, a phantom army of the long-dead inhabitants of Blackwater Manor. The ghostly figures advanced with unnatural speed, their eyes filled with a burning hatred. Sarah and Professor Avery fought valiantly, their every strike infused with the energy of the spirits that rallied behind them. But the battle seemed futile, their strength waning as the phantoms closed in. Just as all hope seemed lost, a voice from beyond the veil, whispered in Sarah's ear, revealing the key to salvation. With renewed determination, Sarah channeled the spirit's energy, their essence intertwining with her own. She unleashed a blinding burst of light, banishing the phantoms and weakening the entity. The vortex trembled, teetering on the edge of collapse. In a final act of sacrifice, Sarah stepped into the vortex, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and resolve. She knew that by severing her connection to the spirits, she could break the curse and release them from their eternal torment. As she disappeared into the void, Professor Avery cried out, his voice filled with anguish. The vortex imploded, collapsing upon itself and sealing the gateway forever. Blackwater Manor fell silent once more, its walls no longer haunted by the past. Weeks turned into months, and rumors began to circulate that the mansion had been transformed. The once dilapidated structure now stood as a beacon of hope and redemption, attracting visitors from far and wide. Some claimed to feel a gentle presence within its walls, a residual warmth that whispered of liberation and closure. But Sarah, trapped in the realm between the living and the dead, fought to find her way back. She longed to reunite with the spirits she had befriended, to fulfill the promise she had made to them, to release them from the eternal shackles that bound them to Blackwater Manor. In the final chapter of The Haunting of Blackwater Manor, the veil between life and death will be torn asunder, and Sarah's destiny will be revealed. The battle for redemption and the ultimate sacrifice will culminate in a chilling finale that will test the limits of love, courage, and the boundary between the mortal and the supernatural. To be continued. Final finale coming soon.